Hello everyone, welcome to today's presentation. I'm excited to share with you the intriguing story behind the mystery of the talking fan. On this first slide, you'll see the title of our talk, Presentation on the Mystery of the Talking Fan. We'll be exploring some fascinating questions and uncovering the secrets behind this unusual phenomenon. So, let's dive in and discover what makes this mystery so captivating. Let's take a look at the contents of our presentation. We start with the introduction, which sets the stage for what we'll explore today. Then, we'll move on to a brief overview to give you a quick snapshot of the main topics. Following that, we'll delve into the intriguing mystery of the talking fan, which is the core of our discussion. After uncovering that mystery, we'll examine the relevant themes that tie everything together. Finally, we'll wrap up with a conclusion, summarizing our key points, and then I'll thank you for your attention. Throughout this presentation, each section connects to the overall theme of curiosity and discovery, guiding us through an engaging journey. Hello everyone, today I will be sharing some basic personal information about myself as part of this presentation. My name is Roxana Bibai, and I am currently studying in the English department. I am in my second year of the BA/BEd program, which combines Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Education. My roll number is 228117, which uniquely identifies me in my course. The subject I am focusing on is ICT, or Information and Communication Technology, which is an important area in today's educational landscape. This slide helps us set the context for my background and academic focus, and it ties into the overall theme of understanding how technology can enhance education. So on this slide, we're exploring the mysterious talking fan, which is a playful way of illustrating how sometimes things seem to have a life or personality of their own. The fan is described as talking and electrical, suggesting that it makes sounds that feel almost like chatter or speech. But here's the interesting part. I couldn't quite hear what it said. And maybe that doesn't even matter, because what really matters is what happened next. When someone oiled the fan's tiny motor, suddenly, all the mystery disappeared. The fan ran as still and quiet as calm water. This story highlights how sometimes what seems mysterious or magical can have a simple, practical explanation. It ties into our overall theme of understanding the world around us, how things that seem wondrous often have underlying causes that, once uncovered, take away the mystery but help us understand better. Let's take a closer look at the brief overview of this chapter. The story, titled Mystery of the Talking Fan, centers around a very unusual incident. Imagine a fan suddenly starting to speak to a student named Ashok. At first, Ashok is completely startled. Can you imagine being in his place? It's such an unexpected and bizarre situation. But what's interesting is that he doesn't run away or panic. Instead, he begins to have a conversation with the fan. Now, this fan isn't just an ordinary object. It reveals that it has magical powers, which it gained through a spell cast by a wizard. This fantastical element adds a layer of mystery and wonder to the story. As their conversation unfolds, the fan shares some important life lessons with Ashok. It emphasizes values like honesty and humility, concepts that are essential in our lives. What makes this story particularly meaningful is how Ashok learns that honesty is vital, and that deceit can lead to consequences. By the end of the chapter, Ashok realizes the importance of being truthful. He promises to become a better person, understanding that honesty isn't just a moral choice, it's a key to a better life. Overall, this chapter ties into our larger theme of moral values and personal growth, illustrating how unexpected encounters can teach us profound lessons. Let's take a closer look at some of the key themes in this chapter. First, honesty plays a crucial role. The interactions between Ashok and the talking fan really highlight how important it is to be truthful in life. When we are honest, positive outcomes tend to follow, and trust is built. Moving on, the theme of magic and imagination is also central. The idea of a talking fan sparks our creativity and encourages us to explore fantastical ideas, reminding us of the power of imagination. Another important concept is humility. The talking fan teaches Ashok that being humble and not bragging about what we have or can do is a valuable trait. It's about recognizing our limits and staying grounded. Then, there's the idea of learning from unlikely sources. Ashok discovers that wisdom and lessons can come from unexpected places, like a talking fan, showing us to keep an open mind. We also see the consequences of deceit. When Ashok tries to trick others, he faces negative repercussions, such as the fan refusing to help him. This teaches us that dishonesty can backfire. Lastly, through his experiences, Ashok undergoes personal growth. He learns to value honesty and humility, which helps shape his character for the better. Together, these themes reinforce the overall message that integrity, imagination, humility, and openness are vital for personal development and meaningful relationships. As we reach the final slide, I want to highlight the key takeaways from Ashok's journey. Throughout his interaction with the talking fan, Ashok learned some truly valuable lessons about honesty and humility. These lessons lead to his personal growth, making him more aware of his actions and their impact. What's really important here is that Ashok realizes being truthful and humble isn't just about avoiding trouble. It's about building integrity and trust. Deceit might seem easier in the moment, but it ultimately brings negative consequences, which he experiences firsthand. By the end of the chapter, Ashok makes a heartfelt commitment to become a better person. He understands that embracing honesty and humility enriches his life and relationships. This conclusion leaves us with a powerful message. Living with integrity is essential, and the rewards of truthfulness and humility are truly worth pursuing. It ties back to our overall theme of character development and the importance of moral virtues in our lives.